I don't actually think that most people want more money. And I know that that sounds insane, especially right now. But stay with me for a second and let me explain why this is super important to get to the bottom of so that you actually can receive more money. Right now, things are expensive. Groceries are expensive. Gas is expensive. Like, we know this, right? So you're like, Ashley, yeah, shit's expensive. What do you mean I don't want more money? Pause, breathe, stay with me, okay? Yes, everything is more expensive. Yes, you do technically want more money. But what I see over and over again is women saying that they want more money, they need more money, and you're trying to manifest or create or just receive more money. And it will continue to feel impossible because here's the thing, your entire body is in survival mode. When you are in survival mode, you don't actually want money. You want relief. You want to exhale. You want to stop feeling like if you don't hold everything together, shit, life will just fall apart. It's exhausting, it's draining, and it's nearly impossible to create more money from this state, right? And what do I mean by state? By your body, your nervous system being activated, you being mentally, emotionally, and physically fucking exhausted. Trying to manifest from this place is difficult, if not impossible. And shifting your perspective around what it is that you actually want will be super beneficial in actually receiving more money. Okay. When you're in survival mode, instead of letting yourself want stability or relief, right? That's such a big one. Or just being able to relax for 5 freaking minutes without feeling guilty about it, you make it about money. Because if you want relief, if you want to just not have to just deal, like I'm just feeling this energy of like, I just don't want to fucking deal with it anymore, right? Instead of being like, I just want freedom from that, y- you say that you want money because at the root of it, that's actually what money gives you. But if you were to be honest with yourself and say, I want relief, you probably are going to believe that you feel lazy or irresponsible or unsafe. Like it's not safe to let my guard down. It's not safe to admit that what I actually want is a moment of like boredom, a moment of being able to just breathe and relax and be in the relief. And so many women that are highly capable, who are the ones that get everything done, the ones that are like the glue that holds everything together, having those moments of relief probably does not feel great because you were ingrained to believe, and this is true for men too, but I primarily work with women around if I am not being productive, I'm a failure. What good am I? It's like your self-worth is tied into productivity. And you also then unconsciously believe that productivity equals more money. Like if I'm not being productive, I'm not going to be receiving more money. And that is not true. It's actually not true. And that is something that I help women do is earn more or receive more by doing less. And it comes down to this. When you are trying to get money, you will constantly be in the state of not enough. You will constantly be in the state of lack. And then your outer world has to show you or has to give you lack, not quite enough. Almost receiving, but not fully, or receiving, excuse me, receiving and then having it taken away by bills and just the shit that life throws at us. So here's the thing. You can keep chasing money from pressure, from this feeling of, fuck, everything's more expensive. What am I going to do? Which, okay, yes, granted, there is moments where that's just how it's going to be. But you get to choose how you react in these moments. If you keep chasing money from pressure, instead allowing yourself to become someone who feels safe and supported and just not maxed out all the time, you're going to continue to have these moments of feeling fucking pressurized. Like if you believe and are living from the state of fuck, this sucks, everything is hard, that is what life is going to continue to give to you. I have done this myself and I have helped clients with this where it's like on the outside, it looks like you have everything, but you still feel exhausted, overextended, and just fucking trapped in maintaining instead of actually being present in your life and enjoying what you have and being the version of you that has everything that you want. They're just like showing me, I just saw like a fork in the road and it's like, okay, you can take this conversation this way or you can take this conversation the next way. But when you are living in this, everything looks perfect, but it actually doesn't feel perfect. So it's like those moments where, because I'm thinking of a few different clients where it's like, I have money, I have a house, I have this, I have a good job, but I'm fucking miserable. And it's like, that's what we need to address first because more money is not going to fix your nervous system that only knows how to survive. So you're going to create having more, but you're just going to feel worse and worse and worse. And when I was in this, I described it as I felt like I was I was like rusting from the inside out. So it was like outside, everything looked great, but internally, I was like slowly dying. And it's because it wasn't sustainable. It wasn't, I was being productive, but I wasn't at peace. I wasn't feeling my core desired feelings, right? The question that you should be asking or can be asking yourself is, instead of how do I make more money, it's like, what am I actually trying to feel that I think money will give me? I'm just going to use myself as the example because that feels easier. It's like, what are my core desired feelings? Like, I was like, okay, I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to feel provided for. I want to feel relief. I want to feel peace and I want to feel like steady, right? I wanted steady. And I thought that money would give that to me, right? So I was working really, really fucking hard to make more and more money because I believed that that would give me those feelings. When I finally shifted internally and became the version of me that knew that I was safe, that knew that I was protected, that knew I was provided for, that knew that I didn't have to subscribe to the drama, like the highs and lows when it comes to money. When without having external proof of this, and I just gave that to myself. And what does that look like? That looks like taking moments throughout the day to remind myself I am safe, I am protected, life is steady. I don't have to subscribe to the bullshit that I was subscribing to before without the proof. Nothing external had changed yet. And that is the part that is really fucking hard. And that is the part where having a coach or having support that understands these things makes all the difference because then when you're like, what do you mean it's not fucking changing yet? It's like, okay, but internally, are you giving yourself that? So that looked to me like looking at all the places where I actually did feel safe. So we think that having more money will create safety, but it's like, do I feel safe in this moment? No, actually, I don't. Okay, why don't I feel safe? Well, because I don't have enough money. And it's like, okay, but are you actually safe in this moment? Ashley, are you actually safe in this moment? Yes, actually, I am. Okay, so it's like creating these feelings internally first, and then everything shifted externally because it had to. It had to because every single day, I went back to moment by moment, I am safe, I am secure, I'm provided for, I have joy, I have peace, I have calm. And then it was like, I woke up one day and I was like, holy fuck, that is actually my reality now. And this is the way that I help people manifest what it is that you want. It's not actually like, it is creating out of thin air, but it's like, what is it that you actually want? What is it that you think that money is going to give you? Give that to yourself, and then it will show up. So it's like we think that having the money or receiving the money will give us these things and then I can relax into it. But it's like, no, you have to relax into it first and then the money comes. Right. So I'm not saying that wanting the money is bad. I'm saying that we have it fucking backwards. And once you can flip this, and it so goes against everything that we're taught and that we're not even just taught, but like brainwashed to believe from birth on by systems that do this in order to keep us buying shit we don't need and trying to have these things internally from external sources instead of being like, no, you are born knowing that you are these things and that it shows up and that's how the world actually works, but it's trained out of us, right? And it's like, oh, it's like such a complex thing, but it's really fucking simple. What is it that you think that money is going to give to you? Give that to yourself now. And if you need support in this, let me be the person that supports you in this because I am telling you, once you do this, everything fucking changes. It doesn't matter if you're dating, it doesn't matter if it's money, it doesn't matter, if you want something, excuse me, something specific. But primarily, people want more money, and that's why they come to work with me because that is like we have to have money, but start looking at the world differently. Start looking at, oh, I want this thing. What do I think it's going to give me? And then give that to myself over and over and over and over and over again. If you have questions, please put them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.